We don't like to be blocked. We don't like for people to deny certain parts of ourselves or to tell us not to behave in a certain way. We want to feel free. But the fact is, the real psychological and relational growth happens when your exits are blocked, when your greatest hits are denied. And today I'm going to show you why. Hi, my name is Dr. Assael Romanelli, and this is The Potential State. And today we're on Ownership 32. Block your exits in order to grow. So we want to be free to express ourselves, but let's talk a little bit about freedom. And we're going to use the Isaiah Berlin concept of positive and negative freedom, or positive and negative liberty. So negative liberty or negative freedom is the absence of obstacles or barriers. I'm free to do whatever I want, to say whatever I want. Positive liberty or positive freedom is where I'm acting in a way within the limitations that I take upon myself, and I'm realizing my fundamental purpose. So if you can think about it, being single and no one's telling me what to do, it's a negative liberty, right? Being in a committed, intimate relationships is a positive liberty to find a way to be free within those limitations. So the problem is that often what I've realized is people don't really care about your liberty in the sense that they're happy for you to do the usual business card, the usual dynamic, the usual facade you bring. Most of the people in your life are happy with whatever answer when they ask you how you're doing, you're saying fine. 99.9% of people will be happy with that. The second you do a dynamic, when you smoke screen, when you avoid, when you deny, usually they won't call you on it. They'll just let it go. I call that an exit from actually meeting yourself, from actually stepping in, meeting yourself, holding on to yourself. And if you're thinking about changing, how do you grow? You grow by taking ownership about different parts of yourself. But how can you even take ownership? The only way you can take ownership is if you start blocking your usual defense mechanisms and actually watching yourself and meeting yourself. So Robert McKee talks about the law of creative limitation, about we're actually more creative when we're limited. So if you think about a relationship, in an intimate, committed relationships, I have less negative liberties and more positive liberties. I have more chance to focus on and be there. So how I've realized more and more in recent years is that my job as a therapist, as a teacher, as a partner, as a parent, is to block exits, but in the sense of helping people or not cooperating with people's defense mechanisms, not cooperating with people's smoke screens, denying or minimizing, dissociating. I'm like blocking that. As a couple therapist, I do all the time. I meet people and I say, wait, stop. Why are you saying that? What's underneath that? Talk to me in numbers. The holy trinity of blocking. I keep calling people on their relational business cards and try to get them more. I'm reminding you the concept of respect the client but don't respect his business card, which basically means block his exit. Help him grow, help him bring a different shade of himself. And most people are not fortunate enough to have a partner that blocks their exits and wants more. I'm not talking about complaining. I'm talking about a partner that really wants to see you grow, that wants you to expand your repertoire. So there's this couple I worked with a while back, and every time they'd reach pain, they'd feel certain pain, there was like they'd immediately go sarcastic and change the topic. And then what I realized is, and it took me a while to realize that that's their exit. Their exit is through sarcasm. So after a while, I just stopped that. I named it and I stopped. I said, don't go sarcastic. Stay in this last moment. Stay in the heat. Don't be afraid of that. Or as a director, as a teacher, when people are improvising, like, don't go again to the cute. Stay as the angry character. Or really lose right now on stage, because people have certain places where they don't go to, whether it's feelings, behaviors, statements. Or even in my marriage, Galit oftentimes will block my exit. When she sees I'm getting insulted or I'm retreating, she'll actually say, wait, don't do that. Come, stay close, bring it on. Move it up, mix it up, mix it up. That's what we say a lot of times. Mix it up. Enough with that. Let's next. So what we want basically is to reframe this idea, and I want to be blocked. I want people in my life to block my greatest hits, to block my relational business cards in order to force me to grow, to give me that positive liberty of evolving. So how do we do that? The first thing is stop being afraid of being caught. Stop being afraid of exposing your defense mechanisms, your smoke screens. Why? Because the quicker you do that and you share that and you call yourself out, the faster people can block that. And why would you want to block that? Because you want to experience a wider repertoire. Because you want, as you mature and age and get deeper and wiser, you want to bring more and more abilities, self-states, feelings, energies, behaviors. You want to have more of that. The only way I can do it is by being aware of it and then blocking it. Another way you do it, you reveal to your partner your greatest escapes, your greatest defense mechanisms, your smoke screens. So for instance, for me, right, when I answer immediately, a lot of times that means I didn't even listen to you. The second I tell that to you and I share that with someone, okay, I'm actually saying to them, when I do that, don't believe what I'm saying. Ask me for more. Okay? So oftentimes, part of my job as a therapist is to help people see their defense mechanism, their smoke screens, and then call them on it and help them enlarge it. And this comes to the idea of make your partner the best therapist you've ever had. What do I mean by that? I mean, give them all of your greatest hits. Let them have that. And then help them block you when you go there and direct you to a new repertoire. Help you stay in the heat, help you not diffuse, manipulate, twist them. Help them block you so you can grow. And when you're called out, let it land, stay open, stay in the heat. And after you are modeling that enough times and you're actually doing it, you can block your partner and your loved ones. You can say, let's mix it up. You always go to the victim mode. Try something different. And you'll slowly start feeling it on a visceral level, the joy. It's a sweet and sour feeling because it's a joy, but it's also like getting blocked, which is kind of an aggression, but it's like, finally, something new. We're all craving for someone to see beyond the facade, beyond the whatever I give them, the casual answers, somebody really look into me and say, what's really happening and what's happening next to that? And what's behind that mechanism? Why are you doing that? Have you ever thought about that? Do you want to try something else? We're craving for that. And then find places where people are going to keep you accountable. They're going to call you on your shit. They're not going to let you just do the things you've always done. Whether it's family, friends, men's circles, women's groups, artistic groups, whatever it is. Surround yourself with people that will call your bluff and block your exits. And hopefully over time, that's going to keep you accountable and growing and curious. And you'll waste less time in self-presentation and more in self-disclosure and self-exposure and growth and vitality and intimacy. So block your exits if you really want to grow. My name is Dr. Assael Romanelli, and this was The Potential State. I'll see you next time.